I put out an open invite to challenge anyone to program the perfect F1 car. All devs had access to a simulation and visual scripting system I've made, and they had 1 week to create their solutions. But they only get 1 track to hone their programs, and the tournament will be on 4 tracks they've never seen. This is the 3rd time I've run one of these racing competitions, and every time I make the simulation a little bit bigger and better. This year, the winner will not only be awarded a trophy, but also a $100 prize. And adding the prize money did seem to motivate competitors to win at all costs. For this race, I've implemented a brand new car. Okay, maybe it's not quite an F1 car, but I did kind of blow the budget on the cash prize. The new cars now take damage when running into things, and depending on what parts are damaged will affect the car's ability to drive. I've implemented a couple new data points that will allow competitors to make their solutions better than ever before. Players now have access to car speed, 5 additional sensors, and access to any waypoint at any time. In this tournament, we have 8 competitors representing 4 different countries, but 1 is a returning participant, with Zudan being the favorite, having finished 4th overall in last year's tournament. But that's enough yap, it's time to select our first track. It's Crisscross! Crisscross is actually one of the most difficult tracks in our lineup, mostly because of this 4-way intersection. There's no collision between cars, but nevertheless, it has proved to be a difficult thing for competitors to navigate in the past. We'll see how our current batch of competitors lines up in 3, 2, 1.
Up the line, Zudan takes a right turn right into the barrier. Not a great start for the racer favored to win this. Early on in this, Matt Cole and Adam are out in front, but at the second turn, Matt Cole collides heavily with the barrier and loses 2 wheels, disabling his car. The Adam also takes a weird line into the curve at a slower velocity, so he doesn't take catastrophic damage. These 2 collisions allow Punk Skeleton to slide into first, but it's not for long, because as soon as he gets to this intersection, he takes a left, sending him backwards around the course.
Now, this is something we should talk about. All of the F1 cars fall into one of 2 camps for steering, using sensors or using waypoints. Punk's strategy is to use sensors, which is a fine approach. The issue here comes from an assumption that the furthest forward collision is always the best path to take. The moment he enters the intersection, his car adjusts, so left momentarily has a longer collision than straight or right, causing him to make a full turn in that direction.
It doesn't look like Zudan is recovering from his mistake, which is probably a sigh of relief for the other competitors. After Punk's detour, Slowpoke slides into first, and on the last curve of the first lap, Aya ends up passing Blue and Anthony. Around the same time, Adam makes his way through the intersection and is bouncing off the walls again. His second collision here will be his final one, as that's where he'll sit for the remainder of the race. But at this point, Slowpoke is nearly half a lap ahead of everyone else. He does take a weird turn going into the intersection and collides with a barrier, which damages his car. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but on the last turn of lap 2, he takes a small bump at the edge of the track and loses a wheel. He finishes lap 2 with a crawl. This allows Aya to catch up and claim first. That's how the rankings will stay for the remainder of this race, as the example car is the only one to finish before the match limit.
After the first race, these are the rankings. This may be my biggest nightmare, hosting and winning my own tournament. Hopefully this was just a fluke and things will turn around going forward. Ooh, figure 8. This is actually one of my favorites. Similar to Crisscross, there are overlapping sections here, but on figure 8, they're on different levels. It's a fairly short but technical map. Before we get to the second race, while working on this, I heard about the 10-cent RTC Chat Forever Free plan, the sponsor of this video. Besides the plan being free, you can have up to 1,000 monthly active users with no concurrency limits. That's honestly way more than I need for this prototype, but nice to have if a project starts growing. Behind the scenes, I've slowly been making these simulations multiplayer, and I saw this as an opportunity to add chat. While I waited for verification on my app, I was able to implement a dedicated Unity package using the docs in really no time at all. I also noticed that there's dedicated documentation for Unreal, Flutter, and React Native too. In just a few hours, I was able to get everything set up. The SDK, a global chat box, and messages displaying above the players who sent them. There are so many features in the SDK that it's fun to even just think about what this could scale into. Like, imagine having a poll feature to allow voting to kick players that are trolling lobbies. If you have a chat feature you want to implement into your project, check out the 10-cent RTC Chat Forever free plan using the link in the description.
Off the line, another crash for Zoodan. Adam takes a collision early, as does Awesome Anthony. Matt Cole emerges as the leader of the pack. Both Adam and Anthony crash into this corner, not looking great for the Americans. Meanwhile, the British countrymates Matt and Blue are neck and neck battling for first place. As they finish lap 1, Matt Cole is out in front and Blue is in second. Meanwhile, Awesome Anthony is pinballing around the course. His parts are strewn about like a yard sale as he comes to a complete stop. Matt Cole and Blue are flying around the course. They lap Anthony and head to their final lap. And third is Punk Skeleton. Blue seems to be losing a little bit of momentum in his chase against Matt. Beautiful lines here by Matt as they're coming up on the final leg. Matt out in front, and he will take this one. Less than 1 second between Matt and Blue. 5 seconds later, Punk will finish, and then Slowpoke. Much later, the example car will finish, and that's it for round 2.
After 2 rounds, the example car is still in first, but I'm much more hopeful that won't be the case by the end of this tournament. The surprising part here is that Zoodan crashed twice, so it seems like it's not a fluke. And because I was worried there might be a bug in the tournament, I spent hours trying to figure out why his car was crashing. Turns out he used a new get car node, but left the car index blank, which defaults the value to 0. In solo testing, this would have worked fine, but in the tournament, he was driving based on another car's data. Changing the dropdown fixed the problem, but applying this fix wouldn't be fair to the other competitors. It's also probably worth mentioning that this version of Zoodan's car was a resubmission after I found him using an exploit to shift stats around during the race, which made him absolutely stupid fast, but is obviously against the rules. And ironically, that version had the proper drop-down option selected. I wish we could have seen his car perform because he had the most nodes out of any of the competitors. Hit the like button if you want to see him compete in the next tournament with a fixed car. The other big story coming out of round 2 is the amount of crashes we've had. Looking at all of the competitors' stats, only Rudy and the example car have any points in health, which basically meant that the other cars were expecting to have perfect races with no collisions, which, as you may have noticed, isn't quite how things panned out. Standard is as basic a track as you can get. A single loop with 4 right turns. It tends to favor speed over technicality.
Zoodan crashes at the start as we've come to expect. Matt out at the lead at the beginning of this, but quickly overtaken by Adam. Rounding the first lap here, Adam is pulling away from the pack, followed by Matt, and then Blue slips in front of Punk. Matt Cole chasing our leader Adam goes around this turn. Lap 2 completed for most of our competitors. Punk is currently in 4th. On the last lap, Matt hits the side and loses his door. It's not going to change his finishing spot though. Adam takes a win with this one, followed by Matt Cole and Blue. Punk in 4th. Anthony in 5th, Slowpoke in 6th, and Aya will eventually finish.
At the end of race 3, the ranking shuffle with Blue and Cole being tied for first. Thank God. With the huge win in race 3, Adam actually jumps from 6th to being tied for 3rd. As a little bias here, their solution is actually my favorite of all of the competitors. I mean, just look how organized this is. Just one more race left. Snetterton. Looks like the Brits get a home track advantage. Snetterton is the longest track in the tournament, which means there's more time for mistakes. Oddly enough, every race so far has been won by a different competitor, so who knows what can happen. The only person who mathematically can't win Zidane.
A familiar start, a wreck for Zidane, and Matt Cole is out first. Of course, my example car is way in the back where it should be. Punk Skeleton slips into second briefly before being overtaken by Adam. Matt Cole with the tightest line here. Punk with a great inside line to overtake Adam. Most of the competitors heading through the tunnel here. Awesome Anthony and Rudy towards the back. The example is so far back it might as well be in a different race. The leaders coming up to a tricky section here at the cones. Matt with a good maneuver there. Punk, a little stutter step. Adam not so lucky. He does collide with the cones. Coming out of the cones, it looks like he may have been damaged and couldn't turn. He takes a final plunge into the barriers and will be disabled for the rest of the track. Blue is able to cleanly navigate through them. Some Anthony coming up to that same curve. Not so nice, but doesn't collide with anything. Slowpoke also coming up to the cones, but he crashes into them, and that is where he'll stay. At the start of their second lap, Matt Cole still out in front, followed by Punk Skeleton and Blue. A ton of separation between each of these spots here. The example car, still on its first lap, is coming up to this graveyard of cars in this tricky section. He's able to navigate through it, not a particularly pretty line. Matt Cole on his tail, about to lap him, absolutely zooming through the section. Looks like he hits something and runs into a barrier. Punk Skeleton takes advantage and passes him. In the replay, it looks like Matt clipped one of the cones and lost his door and front wheel, causing him to drive right into the barrier. He looked all but destined to win this, but an upsetting turn of events. Punk is taking advantage of it though, a country mile between him and Blue. Awesome Anthony passes Matt Cole, moving Matt into fourth and Anthony into third. Blue trying to close that gap with Punk. Both of them are on their last laps here. Blue hoping that Punk might crash at this difficult section. I don't know how the math will shake out if Punk ends up winning. He makes it through and finishes at 3:41.54. 10 seconds later, Blue finishes. Awesome Anthony and Aya, the only two competitors still driving. Anthony takes a few bumps there, but he's able to finish. Aya finally passes where Matt Cole crashed, and those are everyone's finishing spots.
The points are tallied. Players shuffle, and Blue ends up winning. Congrats, Blue, on being the first British competitor to win the Turing Trophy, and impressively on a solution built with only 28 nodes, and having not won a single race. If you want to try out this project, it's available for free on the Discord. I'd love to run a version of this back with Collision, but everyone will need to be on board for that. When I tried it with these cars, this is what happened. I'm also wrapping up a football simulation, so if you want to be a part of that and be a representative of your country, you'll also be able to find that on the Discord as well. The first simulation I ever did was football, and it was a ton of fun. Click here to watch that. Later, nerds.